Hello everybody, it's Friday again. Hasn't it come around quickly? Welcome to the Assembly. It's been another busy week, and it's one of those weeks, when there is so much that I could do my Assembly on. I'm absolutely sport for choice. I've kind of got 3 assemblies in one today. Each of them could have quite easily been one whole assembly, and it's just one of those weeks. It's busy times, obviously. The first thing I want to talk about is on Monday. Actually, it's not happened yet. Monday is the 30th of November, so we're nearly into December, which is rather exciting. And Monday is a special Saints' Day. One of our patron saints of the countries of the United Kingdom, and it is Saint Andrew's Day, who is the patron saint of Scotland. Correct, anybody who said that. So here's a little quiz to start with. It's easy, this quiz, honestly, if you don't get this. So which of these flags is the flag of Scotland? Okay, is it that one? Is it that one? Is it that one? Or is it that one? There. Is it A, B, C, D? The answer obviously is, well, that one's Wales. That one is the United Kingdom, which is England, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales all combined within there. That one is, it's got a bit of Britishness in there. It is Australia. And of course it is this one, the Saltire of Scotland. So St Andrew's Day is on Monday. St Andrew is the patron saint of Scotland, and he never actually went to Scotland, much like many of these saints. I don't think St George ever went to England either. St Andrew was one of Jesus' disciples, and some of his relics, so some of his body parts were taken from Greece to a place in Scotland called Kinrymont in Fife in the 4th century by another saint who was shipwrecked off the east coast of Scotland. And that was his tooth, his kneecap and his arm, and some finger bones were taken to Scotland. But a king from a tribe in 832 said that St Andrew should be the patron saint of Scotland when he saw the blue saltire, this, appear in the sky right before his victory in a battle. So that's a little bit about St Andrew for you, one of our patron saints. I'm sure that'll be celebrated in Scotland this weekend. Now, next one. Whatever is going on in this picture here? Whatever is going on there? Well, I can see a turkey, and I can see some very famous people, one certainly a very famous person there. You could obviously put your own caption under there. That would be an interesting competition. But what is going on here? Well, the turkey is there because the President of the USA on this day, Thursday, always pardons a turkey. And what do I mean by pardoning a turkey? Well, turkeys are traditionally eaten on Thanksgiving Day in America, in the United States. Now, Thanksgiving goes back a long way, to something like 1621, when some people from this country sailed over to the USA and set up new homes over there, and had nothing at all. But the Native Americans that lived there helped them out and supported them and helped start them grow crops and things like that, and look after animals. And the next year, after all the harvest was done, they had what they called a Thanksgiving feast to celebrate that, and that's happened every year since then. So the last Thursday in November is always Thanksgiving Day in the United States. But the turkey thing there, it'll be his last year, I think, of pardoning a turkey. The wild turkey is a native bird of North America, and one of the American presidents, Benjamin Franklin, one of the first ones, claimed this made the turkey a more suitable national bird for the United States than a bald eagle. I don't know if Benjamin Franklin wasn't a president of the United States. Actually, I have to check that one out. Got to get my facts right before I do this assembly, haven't I? But one lucky turkey every year is given a pardon, and he goes to a petting zoo somewhere, and that's a big tradition in the United States. And obviously we know it's Thanksgiving because my email inbox is just full of Black Friday, Black Friday, Black Friday, Black Friday, Black Friday this, Black Friday offers, 20% off, 50% off, and you can't get away from that, can you? And Black Friday is always the day after Thanksgiving, and people just would generally then go out shopping after a family day on Thanksgiving on the Thursday, and it seems to have crept over into this country as well. So I hope everybody's Friday isn't black, really. I hope you get some nice deals, maybe some nice presents out of it, some bargains, but I hope it's not black. I hope it's not, really sad and really awful. But that would be terrible. I think it's called that because everywhere was so busy. It caused accidents and arguments and fights. I've seen that in this country as well. You sometimes see people arguing over televisions and things like that. So it's Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving Day to anybody with American relatives, and happy St Andrew's Day to any of our families with Scottish links. I know there's a few who are celebrating that on Monday. Now, the other thing that I could have done a whole assembly on, and I probably could have done a whole year's worth of assemblies on, really, was yesterday, Wednesday, earlier this week anyway. The world was shocked by the news that this man had died, and I'm sure most people, even if you don't like football at all, you would have heard of this man, and that is Diego Maradona, the Argentinian footballer who died aged 60. Now, it's a hard one, really, because Diego Maradona, to many English football fans, is a villain, will always be a villain for what he did in the 1986 World Cup quarter-final against England, Argentina in Mexico City, and what he called the hand of God. He said a little bit the hand of Maradona, a little bit the hand of God, where he punched a ball into the net, basically, which the referee gave. I remember that very, very clearly. But so to many English football fans, a villain, but to many, many more people across the world, a hero and an absolutely amazing footballer. We mustn't ever forget that. Now, Maradona was born into extreme poverty. He lived in a real difficult part of Buenos Aires in Argentina, and he came out of that, was spotted. His football talents were spotted as an 8-year-old. He wasn't very big, and sort of when you're not very big, you get pushed around a bit by the bigger guys, but his skill helped him overcome all those obstacles, and he just kept on going and going, and had an amazing and, what shall we say, interesting career, I think, which obviously the highlight was that 1986 World Cup win, where he pretty much drove that team to win that World Cup. If ever there was a World Cup where one player had won it for this country, it was probably that one, really. In that game against England, he did score the goal with his hand, but he also scored an absolutely amazing goal, which is the most wonderful bit of dribbling and skill ever. It's worth watching on YouTube. All of it's worth watching on YouTube if you can. But Diego Maradona passed away, and we should always remember some of these people who are absolutely amazing footballers who have inspired other people, and I think he certainly did in lots of ways. But unfortunately, to all English people, he will always be remembered for that one moment. But we should try and remember some of the good times as well. So Diego Maradona passed away this week. So it's been there's quite a lot of assembly material that I could have included this week. A bit of a busy one, but we need to do the certificates, and I need to find the certificates first, which I have put somewhere. Very, very safe. Oh, they're here in this pocket. They're all here. Phew, thought I'd lost them for a while. Right, so here are the achievers for this week. We'll start with, as ever, we'll start with year 3, and we'll start with this person who has been nominated by Miss Appleton. Now, Miss Appleton says here, my nomination this week is for being a star. And it says, can you draw a star? Is all I'll say to that. And I have. So this person is a star. He has shown great resilience. He has a great attitude and is like a sponge. He soaks up information and is able to talk confidently to me, Mrs. Chapman or Mrs. Hope about the things he has learnt. Even when he finds things tricky, he gives it his all and always does it with a smile on his face. When working with Mrs. Hope, she has mentioned how wonderful his ideas are. There's my light gone off. I have to wave to get it back on again. It's all going a bit. I have to stand up. So like, there it is. That's what happens in my room. If I sit still long enough, the light goes out. When working with Mrs. Hope, she's mentioned how wonderful his ideas always are and how much his presentation has improved in maths. It's been lovely seeing him grow in confidence and overcome many things which he initially struggled with. And that person is Ishmael M, who is there. I don't know, Ishmael. That was a long explanation, but well worth getting there in the end, eh? The next person, I think I'm nearly organised. I am now. The next person is from Mrs. Stubbs' class, and this Mrs. Stubbs has said this person has had a massive improvement in reading. Confidence is growing and is well behaved and always gives 100%. And I can only say that the only thing I could think to write down about this was just amazing. Amelia B, absolutely fantastic. Well done you. Now, 3CH have had a different teacher this week, and because Mrs. Hunter's not been very well, so we hope Mrs. Hunter's watching this and we hope she gets better soon. And the teacher that's been in with them this week has said that this person has been kind and helpful and lovely, and that is Ruby C. So well done, Ruby C, for you being good and looking after people. Thank you very much. We go to year 4 now. And in year 4, we've got somebody from 4KL who has an excellent attitude towards learning, is really impressing with his writing recently and general attitude in lessons. And that's Umar M. Congratulations. Good work. In 4JML, we've got somebody who has worked hard at their 3 times tables. So for terrific times tables, it is Zainab H. Well done to you. In 4TA, somebody for wonderful writing. This person is such an all-rounder, says Miss Akhtar, in general, and tries her best in every subject. However, this week in English, she has really impressed me. We have been writing some character descriptions, and this person has really blown me away with hers. She has used a range of interesting vocabulary and has even taken the time to edit and make it better without any input from me. So well done to Mehek. Brilliant, Mehek B. Fantastic work. Good work indeed. That's year 4's. Oh, I've got one other year 4 here actually. Somebody who's year 4 and also learns in the Hive as well and has been off home learning, remote learning, whatever you want to call it. And Miss Porter has said that this person has just been awesome with their home learning, trying hard with all the work that's been set, and that's Millie P. So well done, Millie P. Fantastic. Good to hear. You can still work from home. See, it can be done. You're proving it. Into year 5, and we've got the first one of these is from Mrs. Leng, I think. No, it's from Miss Quittenton, who says, this is excellent effort. This person has been trying very hard with their writing this week, and I'm really impressed with how much their confidence is growing in the classroom. I know this person finds reading plus a little tricky, but they've been absolutely smashing it lately with a few 100% scores. Get in. Their handwriting is coming on fantastic too. They're taking a lot more effort and care with their work. Well done to Alfie. Alfie C. Keep it up. Fantastic. Then we'll go to 5RL. It's Mrs. Lang this time. This person says magnificent maths on it. This person has wowed both myself and Mr. Carr, who's working in Mrs. Lane's class as well at the minute. He has been trying really hard. That's this person, not Mr. Carr, but I bet Mr. Carr has as well. Getting confused. He has been trying really hard and applying himself in the lessons. In some lessons, he has been able to explain what concept we are learning and which method to use before anything has been taught. He has been zooming through the tasks so quickly, and it is lovely to see him being more focused in lessons, and that is Samuel R. Sam R. 5RL. Very good. And then Mrs. March's class, can't even say the word, consistently good effort. This person quietly gets on with everything that is given to her. She is such a lovely, polite girl who is a pleasure to have in the class. I'm increasingly impressed by the standard of her work, and that is Ava C. That is yours. Now, I should have... seem to be a couple short, but I shall find those. I have got my head teacher pick this week, and it goes to somebody who is just a star baker. The last episode of the Great British Bake Off this week, and I just thought this person is the Great Barnes Baker, and that is Poppy H. My head teacher's pick this week. She does make some exceedingly good cakes. Or is that somebody else? No, she makes fantastic cakes. So well done, Poppy H, a star baker who lets me try some of her work, experimental stuff at times as well. Brilliant, absolutely delicious. Well done to you, Poppy H. You're my pick of the week, and that does always make me smile when there's a nice homemade biscuit with a cup of tea or coffee, as sometimes it has to be. Oh. Right, okay, into year 6, and we've got 6, who's first, 6GW. We've got somebody who is giving 100% effort, and that is, he always comes in, gets on with his work has been excellent, especially in maths. Well done to you, Zian I. Good work. Poppy H, there's yours. I just found your certificate, Poppy H. They're cropping up all over the place. In 6SC, we've got somebody who has created a marvellous map of Oz. Obviously, we're doing a lot of work on the Wizard of Oz. And this week in 6SC, they've started planning a persuasive leaflet from the land of Oz. Alongside this, they've been looking at maps. The children were given the task to recreate a map of Oz, including all the features that we have looked at so far, and this person spent a lot of time and effort perfecting hers, and the outcome is brilliant. We'd like to see that. Should have got one, should like to show one here. But very well done to Kate W for that. Brilliant work. Okay. Last 2 are from year 6. And we've got somebody in 6JL who has put in an excellent effort, and that is this person always works so hard and is a pleasure to teach. Mrs. Brown also agrees that he definitely deserves a certificate for his hard work in her group. So well done. It's made a great start to year 6. Well done to that person. That is Ethan H. Your card is already ringing its way to you. And finally, last but not least, 6KI. This person has been nominated by Miss Irons for maturity and motivation. This person has worked hard and shown confidence in speaking about his ideas, but lately Miss Irons has seen this person develop confidence in his own ability, offering to read and answer questions and really pushing himself in all lessons. He has matured so much since the start of year 6, and Miss Irons is so proud of you, Morland E. So well done, Morland E. Your certificate's on its way. Excellent. That's all our certificates this week. Amazing set of reasons, and we'll give you a round of applause, of course. Fantastic reasons for the certificates this week. There are a few pen licenses this week. There is some from JML, Leo H, there is Tyler E, there is EVT, with the name spelled right this time. In 3KA, some year 3 pen licenses, Layla Y, Erin M, Safi J, and Amelia S. Fantastic. And last but not least, a Year 5 pen licence goes to Leighton W. On its way to you, Leighton W. So there we go. That is the all the certificates for this week. Fantastic. One last thing before I do sing a song. I'm going to sing a new song, which I heard in one of the classes this week, and I thought, oh, could I sing that in assembly? One last thing. Oh, one last certificate. Somebody else from Year 6 who's been doing some fantastic home learning, as nominated by Miss Porter again. Awesome home learning, doing everything that's been asked of her and more, and that is Jasmine A. So again, proving that you can do it at home, you can work hard at home. Absolutely amazing. Well done, Jasmine, who does some of her learning in the Hive and Nest as well. Miss Porter's nominated you for the certificate this week. Obviously very impressed with your contributions to home learning. Well done, Jasmine. That'll fly its way to you this weekend. Okay, so as I was saying, a new song which I'd heard around, as I was saying, all over the place this week. Next week, obviously, is the start of December, and that is the start of a very exciting period, isn't it? Of Advent. Actually, Advent starts on Sunday, because that's the first, the church would say the first Sunday in Advent is this one coming up. But Advent calendars and things like that will start to be opened on Tuesday. Now, I wondered, we've done this before, whether people would like to donate some Advent calendars to some of the food banks. I think that'd be a really nice thing to do for some people in our community who aren't able to get them. So if anybody would like to donate an Advent calendar, when you get yours, perhaps just get another one as well, and bring it into school on Monday, and then we'll get them sent to a food bank and sent to families who perhaps just can't afford that. So that'd be a really nice touch. I'll put it on a newsletter as well so that people remember. Okay, so here's a song. It's a very, very famous song. You could never know what it's like. Your blood like winter freezes just like ice, and there's a cold, lonely night that shines from you. I have to start again. That was rubbish. You could never know what it's like. Your blood like winter freezes just like ice, and there's a cold, lonely night that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you'll hide behind that mask you use. Did you think this fool could never win? Well, look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way, and if you need to know I am still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing, better than I ever did, looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. Still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's hear you. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. One more time. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. I'm still standing, just about. We'll see you next week. Bye.